Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Earth Fire Song Creations of good vibe and well wishes to all of you. Thank you, everyone, for being curious and pressing play to hear what I have to say. Welcome back to all who've been here before. I truly appreciate you and invite you to visit my channel at any time so that we may build a happy and creative community, which is within which to grow this bridge from earth to heaven. If you like what you see and hear, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications bell to know when my next video is posted. All of my messages and readings are timeless and possible to resonate with at any one given moment. Our beautiful Earth Mother needs our personal understanding of ourselves so she may bring us with her as she enters the golden age of the Christos energies. I bring you positive messages from our Earth Mother's energy readings. And I thank you, Mother Earth, Gaia, Sophia, Oceana, galactic brethren and star people, the Great Spirit, God, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, archangels, divinely guided spirits and guides and ancestors, the divine wise frequency dragons, elementals, bird kind, horse kind, all animal kind, and ocean cetaceans. I love you and appreciate your messages and wisdom. Please come forward in the name of the divine. And hang on a minute here. I apologize for that delay, little blip. I forgot to bring water to be able to put out the sage. I don't like wasting it, but I love the smell. So, hello Virgo. As I've said before, the stars have moved since astrology was created, so the new orientation, actually, to be honest, for Virgo is from September 16th to October 30th, which is called the present 13 constellations. It's still Earth and Mercury as your element and planet, but the August 23rd and September 22nd are the traditional 12 constellations, which were where Earth was related to the stars back in the day, and now we're, a few 100,000 years since then. Because believe it or not, tarot was created a long time ago. Oracle card reading and such like. So, Virgo, what's up? Oh, actually, I almost forgot. I was woken up at a very early time this morning. At it was between 3 and 4. No, it was between 2 and 3 in the morning. Was it 2 and 3 or 3 and 4? Never mind, it was in the wee hours of the morning. And Yeshua brought me a message. And Yeshua, for anybody who doesn't understand, Yeshua is Jesus Christ's real Hebrew name. And his mother, Mary, that everybody knows and refers to, is her Hebrew name was Miriam. So I refer to Yeshua as Yeshua because Yeshua, to me, is Yeshua. He's just a normal human being. He turns around and says, please, would you get people to understand I'm just a normal human being? I mean, yes, I have, but he says, I don't want to be worshipped. He'd rather talk to you. But anyway, he woke me up this morning. And I will write this message as it should be delivered. The word is that a foreign nation's musical industry will be brought asunder. He wants me to repeat that. A foreign nation's musical industry will be brought asunder. He told me they are a creation from witchcraft and sorcery and spell casting. They were created out of a hatred for round eyes. They exploit and rob the innocence of children. They will not be allowed to continue. And that is the word. from Yeshua today. And don't be surprised if these words continue. Yeshua warned me himself. He says, you are here to help humanity and children. Well, children are of humanity, but he seeks to help the children more so because the world is so full of misunderstandings and scary things now. So that being said, this is a message for Virgo. In fact, I knew of a Virgo, a very, very, very talented lyricist, songwriter, and dancer. And I thought I had... That one wants to come out. This one wants to come out. I had sought to make friends of him. And teach him about goodness in the world through my example. Isn't this cool? For Virgo, number 4, Emperor. That is persona. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. Well, that's you, Virgo. Something to be proud of. Look at this. Look at the red. The blue globe of Earth. Earth is 70% water, by the way. And then the red halo around the golden heart. Red heart. Very cool. In this tarot, this is I like to read these. Any dream needs love and passion to grow, but it also takes careful thinking and good leadership. Staying organized with a methodical plan can be important to fulfilling your life purpose. It's very easy to get caught up in the excitement of your dreams and then forget the important details. Preparation at beginning will save you a great deal of time that you can use to bring your plans to life. You have what it takes to be a skillful and sympathetic leader, to communicate your vision, find words that inspire, but also show your heartfelt concern for those around you. Seek out wise counsel from those who have experience. The globe at the top of the Emperor's staff symbolizes that the concerns of the world are his primary focus and that requires sound judgment. However, the heart shows that compassion for others is also a part of his decision-making process. The Emperor stands beneath a rose window symbolizing Christ's 12 disciples and the importance of teamwork, support, and leadership. Additional meanings of this card are thinking things through logically, worldly success, relying on intellect, balancing daily concerns with the big picture, father figures, and taking responsibility for others. That's mighty big shoes there. That's awesome. That's truly awesome. Let's see if we can get any pip cards. Oh, I pre-shuffled these. I always do. But I will cut it. Here we go. I will cut it for you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Maid, the Mother, the Crone. May only divine and positive loving messages come through for Virgo today. It's Virgo's ambiance. I was hoping to make this message short today. So, 2 of summer and 7 of spring. Okay, so here's 2 of summer. Summer is like water, cups. You know, the cups and water of tarot. And spring is fire, which is wands. And on 2 of summer, it's falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed, it says, Virgo. And then the 7 of spring says, be assertive. Don't back down for what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. Huh. Wow. Virgo, you know, it's this person's in my mind. But I had tried to I thought I had befriended him. And this right here, I would say, would represent possibly his friends. I think he fell into, well, you know, in America we have this phrase for boys and men and guys, and that is bros before hoes type thing. They sit there and they're all buddies with their buddies, and any girl that comes along, well, she's just, you know, second rate. Well, that's kind of what happened to us. And I was always trying to get him to see, you know, to realize his individuality and his capabilities being as talented as he is. You know, I don't wish him ill will or anything like that. I mean, we're you know, we haven't talked or communicated in a long time, and I only wish him well in his world. I really do. It's just, he's, like I said, very talented. Very, very talented. Beautiful words. I mean, he could take words and create a song that just, and the way he could arrange the words to be just such beautiful poetry, and the music, it's just lovely. So, 2 of summer. When it's real, you know it, and this relationship is one you can count on. 2 hearts become one in a beautiful moment of true romance. It's safe to make a commitment and allow yourself to love and be loved. Let yourself rejoice and revel in these heart-fluttering emotions. Relationships sometimes go through challenges. This isn't the time to give up. If your partnership is feeling strained, continue to work on. Love still lives in the hearts of both individuals. Stay in a place of faith. The male fairy shows his passion for the female by bringing her to a bed of red roses. A waterfall cascades behind them, indicating the power of the emotions between the couple. Additional meanings of this card: getting engaged and equal partnership, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem, an unexpected gift, an intimate friendship, ending a disagreement. Well, that's wonderful. Because when I when I walked away, I know he was with somebody, and there are other people, there are, you know, males and females, Virgos all over the world, who find wondrous, wondrous relationships, and I hope the best for each and every one of you. And now we have 7 of spring. You know, I like to read these for people because I don't like putting my interpretations in them. I'm not that type of a reader. I'm more of a, I like to give the human being, you on the other side of this video, the ability to formulate your own ideas given what the information comes forward for your energy. It's healthy and normal to stand up for yourself. Don't allow others to talk you out of your beliefs or opinions at this time. Your thoughts and feelings about what is the right thing to do are exactly spot on. This isn't the time to back down or compromise. However, it is a good time to pay close attention to all that's happening so that you can learn from the situation. Don't allow people in power to intimidate you. Assert your rights, sign petitions, call your local government, or attend rallies to demonstrate that there's strength in numbers. The fairy in the image is dressed in red to show her passion for her mission, and her stance signals that she will be back quick to defend her beliefs. Taking a stand, defending your position, knowing that you're right, courage through adversity, taking self-protection or assertiveness classes, or gaining physical strength at the gym. You know, there's so much going on in the world. And, you know, I was talking to my mom the other day, and I said, you know, because she watches a lot of the mainstream news and what have you, but she and I do have our discussions about other things in life, you know, other perspectives. For she's always been an open-minded individual. In fact, she was raised in fire and brimstone baptism back east. In fact, she's who I get my accent from. But in her later years, she read the entire Bible front to back and all sorts of other books as history books. And when she started looking at it from a historical point of view, she turned around and she says, you know, there are things in that, in the various Bibles that are different going from one Bible to another. And she says, not everything in there is as it seems. And that's how she put it. She says, she talked about paleo contact. I mean, that's what we call it today, but it's, you know, like the Watchers. Those were Watchers that, you know, moved around in ships. Stuff. It's, I don't know. Even Yeshua and I have conversations about that. And he says, you know, humans aren't the only people in this galaxy. That's Yeshua for you. Good, honest man. So, in the name of the Mother, the Father, the Holy Spirit, the Maid, the Mother, the Crone, may only positive messages come forth from the crystal cards today for Virgo. What? No, that's too many. That is too many. No. That was my fumble fingers. Okay. What messages do we... You know what? I'm going to have to do this another way. What messages do we have for Virgo today? Messages for Virgo today. I'm being told to take just the top one. Just the top one. These are awkward. So blue pectolite. Nurture. Isn't that pretty? I love the blue. Right about now, where I'm at, the days are getting warmer. I keep fantasizing about going to the ocean or jumping in a pool. I miss being in a pool. I like pools. I like swimming once in a while. Blue pectolite. Larimer. Blue pectolite is another name for Larimer. It signifies the heart chakra and the throat chakra, and the affirmation is, I open to receive nurturance from the divine. When blue pectolite appears as your ally, it is calling you to reconnect to the energies of the nurturing energies of the universe. Now is not the time for initiating movement. Instead, you are being asked to retreat into the gentle flow of nature to replenish your energy and soothe your mind and spirit. Perhaps you have been pushing yourself too hard or for too long. Drink some water, take a bath, or have a good cry. Then curl up and dream of the blue ocean and the azure sky. Listen to the frequency of blue pectolite in your heart as it sings you to sleep with the voice of the Great Mother. Blue pectolite's appearance may also be asking you to take a good look at how you are nurturing others. Are you overextending your energies to do things for others that they really ought to be doing for themselves? I'm sorry, crank call. So, are you overextending your energies to do things, Virgo, for others that they really ought to be doing for themselves? Are you martyring yourself with the belief that you need to give until it hurts? Honestly assess your relationships and see if there is an opportunity to evolve the way that you nurture others and yourself. Yeah, that's good advice. That's good advice for anybody, actually, not just Virgos. Okay, Virgo, let's see. 13 Moon Oracle. What? As I said, I've shuffled all of these. So in the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, the Maid, the Mother, the Crone, please bring forth messages from the divine of positivity and hope for the Virgo today. So, what messages are for Virgo today? What message must come through for Virgo today? That one. Sacred tool of the chalice. Transmit. It's a beautiful blue. Contain, center, flow, simplify, and empty. So fill your chalice, contain what's within, center yourself, then flow with simplicity, and then empty yourself. Let's see what it means. The presence of the chalice card in your reading indicates that you would be served at this time in emptying out, cleansing, and simplifying. You are being called to create a container that is empty enough to receive the new, whether that container is your body, your relationship, your home, or your life in general. As our bodies are the chalice of the emotional body, receiving this card is a call to look with clarity at what feelings you may be avoiding, denying, or not expressing. This may not be the optimal time for outward exploration or scattering your energy in worldly pursuits. Rather, empty your chalice. Go within to receive the powerful gifting that is being proffered as you center and still yourself in emptiness. You are a transmitter. Just by being empty, you create a clear station on which the divine transmits pure frequency. Awareness and wisdom, what issue or concern is calling for clear centered listening to feel this wisdom from within you. With respect to your query or concern, you are being asked to be more like water, to be receptive, fluid, and non-fixed. What are you clinging to in fixity that is asking for the gifting of release and flow? No matter how chaotic the appearance of the circumstances in your life, if you take the time and energy to still yourself, you become a transmitter of harmony, even if that just means accepting what is. Drawing this card encourages you to enter into your own center of gravity. Keep within to discover a point of reference that is based on your inner life, rather than the outer forms or standards created by the culture in which you live. The chalice represents vertical relationships, aligned with the divine rather than with the horizontal aspects of daily life. Drawing this card is a gentle reminder to take time to focus on your vertical alignment with spirit to receive what is being transmitted for your growth at this time. You know, that's so very true of any one human being. Life is a constant movement, a constant growth, a constant change. And if I know anything about earth signs, Virgo wants to be so solidly adherent to that which they know, that which they are steady upon. They are very earthy. That is root chakra. And that can be a good thing, but sometimes earth, well, like any sign, sometimes An earth sign needs to learn to flow with water or move like the wind or even spark up like fire. But with everything going on in the world right now, I think maybe flowing like water, as this is inferring, for chalices contain fluid, a drink. Drink from the depths of the soul. Next we have the Horse Council Oracle. This was sort of a gift from that Virgo, in a way. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and the Maid, and the Mother of the Crown, I ask the Divine to bring forth positive and hopeful messages for Virgo today. What are the horse's messages have for you today, Virgo? Kelpie. Oh, that's funny. This Kelpie, initiation and remembering. A Kelpie is like a seahorse. Aren't we talking about water, flow, nurturance, Larimer, blue pectoli? So, what is the message from the Kelpie today? For Virgo. Let's see. Dismemberment, symbolic death, and re-emergence. I'm sorry about the reflection here. I'm going to try to turn it kind of that way so you can see it. It's a bright day here, and I'm facing a window. Let's see. Maybe that helps. Oh, phooey. Can you see that? It's a beautiful fish, horse. Okay. Message for humankind. Sometimes it is necessary to disappear from your external world to reclaim your internal one. Message for horsekind. Release all that has held you captive so that you can remember and embody your true form. You tell your children tales of me to keep them away from the water. You tell them they must remain wary of dark horses who appear near the water's edge. But you, believing you are past the warnings of fairy tales, find yourself walking along the shore of a lake, whose depth and breadth are shrouded in mist. The still surface lies unbroken for what seems an eternity. Then ripples appear, followed by a low, dark form that seems to float. There is only enough time for you to wonder if it is a log or a bird before the silence is broken by an abrupt exhale. Quickly the form disappears and the ripples fade. Moments pass before you hear the unmistakable percussion of my slow, steady hoofbeats. In the form of a black horse I emerge from the mist. Time slows and ancient mysteries suffuse the night air. I bring with me the acrid smell of drying lakeweed. I turn to face the lake, offering you my bare wet back. Will you dare to ride? My reputation is one of holding riders captive, dashing into the water where, at best, I give them an unexpected bath and at worst drown or devour them. I take you under the water's surface so you can see with new eyes. Others may perceive you have disappeared for a time, and you have. I am here to guide you through the layers of your psyche to discover what is ready to be lost and return with what was ready to be found. Be prepared to dive into the revelations of my underwater calm, my underwater realm. Calm, yeah, the calmness of water in the underwater realm. That's my hawk. Can you hear that hawk? Oh, he's close. He must be in my front tree. That's so... I've got to check. Hold on a minute. Huh. He was close, but then he flew back over my house and back south of me again. I have this red hawk that flies around. He brings his mate and sometimes his child. And they fly around in the sky. They land in big, tall pine trees I have here along the border of my property. And there have been times when he's flown over my house back and forth and back and forth. And he screeches, calling out. You know, it's a blessing to live in the country. It really is. It really, really is. It's so cool. I hope you, Virgo, have experiences like that in Mother Nature, that birds or wild animals come up to you or visit you or bless you with their presence. It's always a miracle when a wild animal or bird gets close. They are gifts of God. So, counsel from Kelpie, Virgo. What the children's stories do not tell is that I can never take anyone under the water against their will. It is time for you to plunge deeply into the initiation that offers healing through symbolic death. Shamans would call this process a dismemberment. I call it a devouring. Though this may sound frightening, it is only natural to fear what has until now been submerged. In the depths of my watery world, I sever you from the attachments to the limited persona you have created and embodied. Then I help reassemble you into a new form, free from heavy limitations that prevented you from remembering your connection with the source of life from which you came. After your restoration is complete, I return you to the surface where you take the first breath of your new life. The invitation is this: take an hour, a day, or a week and disappear from the world to dive deeply into your own internal waters. I'll pull one more card for you, Virgo, for I'm called to pull a angel number for you and to bypass all the others. The Maid. No. I'm so excited about my hawk. I call him my hawk because he always comes around and screeches every morning. It's like we have coffee together. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Maid, the Mother, the Crone, I ask the Divine to bring forth positive messages for Virgo today. Positive messages to help Virgo in their journey through March. $143, preparation. See that? That's an 8 number. 7, 8, 9, 4, 13, 4, plus 8 is 12 is 4. Everything's going back to 4. Well, let me read this. Preparation. Angel whispers. Life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Financial and creative changes are upon you. The affirmation is, my dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. So again, that's the number 8. Okay, so number 8. And then these two numbers add up to 7. Add up to 9. 7, 2 is 9, right? Now if you go 9 plus 4, that gives you 13, which reduces to 4 again. 1, 4, 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. right? 8 plus 4 is 12, which reduces to a 3. And 4 and 3 is 7, and that's the God number. And that's kind of significant for Yeshua waking me up this morning and giving me a message and telling me that I had to do it. Actually, that's what it was. He told me to put it in my Virgo astrology reading, which was going to be my first one this morning. Huh. That's significant. So Virgo, preparation. And Virgos are good at that. I know this. And each and every Virgo that I've ever met is very talented, especially when they put their heart into something. They are very talented. So Virgo, you're in your emperor power. The love in your life is in a positive direction. Forgiving and resolving a problem with somebody and not giving up and healing a relationship. I pray this for you. And when it comes to whatever you need to be assertive about, for your principles, your beliefs, don't ever back down from what you believe. I've had to stand up for myself, Virgo. In the battles that I have had, and I have had many, there are times that it felt like somebody was on the inside of me, punching me like a punching bag on the inside of me. Recently, too. And all I could say to them was, you will not beat me, for I reside in the house of the Lord, in God. Remember this, Virgo, whether it's the Great Spirit, God, Jesus, Yeshua, whomever you believe in, or whoever you hail, Source Creator, go within, find peace, remember, and put yourself back together again. And you are a transmitter. You are in the flow. Prepare for the unexpected. Allow change to pass without fear. Your dreams and desires are coming to fruition. That is a message for you today, Virgo. I wish you well, long life, peace and happiness. And until next time we meet, take care of yourself.